Hey you guys. Whew. This video is gonna be, I guess, to some people motivation. Others may not like this video. Others may find this video helpful. I don't know how you will take this video, but I hope you learn something from it. And if you don't, that's fine. Um, but I just feel like some people need to hear this due to um, a situation today. Now, I'm not the one for drama, so that's why I'm not going to address this video to anyone, like in particular. I'm just going to state how I feel about certain situations, and you may not agree. There's no need to, get hostile or anything like that. I'm way older, too old. Well, I'm not gonna say too old, but I don't have time for it. So basically, I went out and I was doing some couponing today. I had a couple of stores, had some things to do. Um, and I noticed how, when I have my binder and how some people look at you and, you can even hear some of them whisper negative stuff just because, I'm a couponer. Or if they have other issues, I don't know, and I really don't care. But I know it pertains to, you know, I'm one of those couponers. Okay, today I thought it was gonna start with me doing these YouTube videos, but I guess this was stemming from my other page on another site where I came across an individual. Well, actually, it was two of them today with couponing. And she stopped me and was like, "Oh, that must be time consuming." I told her, it takes time, but it's worth it, especially if it's done right. And she's like, "Well, I've tried to do it and I can't do it. Really, I don't have the time. I have kids. I have a husband." I'm like, I have that same thing. Plus, I work, and I know this person, don't. And there's nothing wrong, like physically, and if it is, it's not stopping you from doing certain things. So she goes on and on and on about um how she doesn't have time, pretty much snippy, snippy. So I'm not finna get all. I used to. I'm past that now, where I would go off at a heartbeat. But now I'm just like, it's not worth me getting myself all aroused up and spazzing out and going crazy and cursing at this. And I was just like, oh well, it's not for everybody, but it is for me. So with that being said, that kind of made me want to do this video. People need to understand when you're complaining about struggling, when you're complaining about not having this and not having that, you need to look around and see what are you doing the reason why you're not having this or not having that. Like, is there something you cannot buy a couple of times a week? Or can you try to kick a habit so you can have more money to do this? Because I hear a lot of, well, I don't have the time. But when I see you, posting what you did at the club this weekend, that could have been the time you was doing something that would have bettered yourself or made it easier on yourself. Don't get mad with me because I have a busy life, but I still can get the time where I clip some coupons and I go get some deals because it's gonna make it easier on me and my family. Don't get mad with me. Don't turn your nose up because I mean you can do it, but I don't care. I really don't. I refuse to keep going and all my life, living paycheck to paycheck or being on government assistance for the rest of my life. Now, I'm not talking to those that, may not be able to work or may be sick due to being sick or, you know, um, have some issues going on that hinders you. I'm talking about the ones that can do. The ones who has husbands that go off and work and you use the excuse that you got to stay at home with the baby and not do nothing. Because let me tell you something, sweetie. If he has an 8 to 5, you can do a 6 to 10. Walmart, certain stores, you can do a 6 to 10. Because I've done it, so I know some stores, they don't stay open all night. And like Walmart, they're 24 hours, most of them. So when he get out of work, you can go on a part-time job. It's no excuse. No, you sitting at home, you gossiping on all these sites, you talking about everybody, you want everybody to feel bad because they out there doing what you should be doing. You ain't got a coupon. You ain't got it, but when you go and buying $500 Gucci purses, throwing your hair back, or putting some in, whatever you doing, so you could go hit the club, but your kids eating noodles all the time, majority of the time, because then you run back and you complain, then you see me, and you want to make me feel bad, like I'm doing something, or I'm talking about the ones now where it feel like, make you feel like you getting over because you go and you get so many bags of this or so many bags of that. That's what I do. I don't expect you to do the things that I do. I don't expect you to do that. We're everybody is different. But at the same time, you're not gonna make me feel like I'm doing something wrong because I have a certain way of handling mine, because I'm not worried about, where I gotta go this weekend far as club hopping, this, that, and the other, or I gotta be at this party, that party, or I gotta be here, or such and such called me for this, or such and such called me for that. No. Just because you called me to go somewhere don't mean I'm gonna go. Especially if I got something else that's gonna help me in the long run. If I gotta do that, that is what I'm gonna do. That's what comes first. It's funny how I often hear, I can't do this, I can't do that. Why can't you? You choose not to. That's your choice that you're making. Nobody else. You control everything in your life. Well, I'm going to take that back. You control how you spend your life to a certain extent. But don't get mad with me, and I hate this excuse where you got too much time on your hands. No, I don't. The days I'm working, I get home, I still have 3 kids that I have to get things ready for the next day for them to go to school. I still cook, get meals on the table. But it's all how it's planned out. When I'm sitting, am I not going to go ahead and cook a couple of meals for the rest of the week? Why not? But then you complain and you get all stressed out, and then you want to be nasty and ugly to everybody else. And then you get mad because you see somebody else doing what you could do. It's ridiculous. And guys, same for you. But I'm not going to speak to you as the way I'm speaking to the females. Don't complain about the individual that you with not doing this. I've heard a couple of them, they don't do this, they don't cook, they can at least do this. It's your choice that you with them. Or you knew that in the beginning. Even if you didn't know it, you know it now. So Don't complain if you're not going to do nothing about it. If he or she is lazy, don't let that bring you down. I used to have a lot of dysfunctional people around me. No, not no more. Because that's something I cannot stand. Used to have a lot of negative around me. Not no more. It's not getting me nowhere. Only was making it worse. But if you think that you're going to see me in a store and I'm doing what I got to do, and you can make your little comments, say your little things you want to say, it's not going to hinder me. As long as you're not touching me or invading my space, you can say whatever you want to say. Because I'm going to keep doing me. I'm going to keep doing what works for me and my kids, my family. It is what it is. Don't get mad because I hustle, and my hustle is legal. Let me get that straight. I don't do nothing that's going to degrade me as a person, and nothing that's illegal. But I look into this, I look into that. I'm trying to figure out what can I do, because I have a goal. I have set a goal of what I want to do by the age of 35 if I live and God say the same. What I want to do and where I want to be at in my life. And if couponing, me clipping some coupons, some hours a week, or doing this, going out talking to people, trying to get this set up, that is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be sitting at home gossiping or on these sites chatting. Yeah, I'll be on the sites. But the amount of time I'm on the site, I done tripled that trying to do something for myself and my family. I have tripled that time if you catch me on, the other sites or whatever. I do have a social life, but there's a limit to it. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to get some comments from this video. I'm going to tell you now, I don't care. I'm not going to lose no sleep whatsoever. It is what it is. But that is just something that just got under my skin today. I'm not even going to say got under. It was actually kind of funny. Because this individual, was just so, I'm like, you're going to be, you're the one that's always complaining about not having this, not having that. Because your mindset is so more up higher than what you can afford. But don't get mad with me because, you know what, and that's the thing. You have the mindset, you just don't want to do nothing with it. Because that's why you mad with me. You know that if anytime I can save money, you see anytime that I get the opportunity to save money, or I have put standards down for what works for me, and that you constantly see me, I'm here, I'm there, I'm always doing something that's gonna help me and my family, and for me to be able to save, and for me to be able to go do things that I would like to do when I get older, that won't put me in a financial situation. You know that I'm doing the right thing, but you don't want to do it because you're lazy. You want something given to you. You want that man to go out there and work so you can spend the money and sit at home and holler, I had the babies. But let me tell you something. Ain't nothing promised. God forbid anything could happen, and it don't have to be nothing bad. He or whoever or she, whoever it is, can get up and walk out at any time because they are who they are, married or not. And if you ain't got yourself together or don't know how to make it work with less, then I feel sorry for you. That is a time I feel sorry for you. I would feel sorry for you then. And even I shouldn't. So don't let people discourage you from doing what you know is right for you. What's right for you is not going to be right for nobody else. But at the same time, it's just crazy how you have so many people that complain when everything they're complaining about, the majority of it can be handled by themselves. I don't get it. I really don't. And it's sad. It really is. It's really sad. You'll keep on popping babies and go to the club, and they sitting there, or leave them with somebody, and they sitting there like, you know, the only thing they see is cereals and noodles. But you call yourself a parent, and then you run your mouth and want to talk about somebody else that's trying to make it. That's trying. That's the key word, trying. Not sitting on their you know what, legs crossed, you know, drinking all the time. I don't get me wrong, I don't smoke, but I do have, you know, me. I love my wine, I love my champagne or whatever. But guess what? I can do that when I know that I done did everything I could possibly do to make it better, to keep my situation going. But you ain't gonna see me in there buying $30-$40 bottle of champagne or wine. No, my favorite is $2.97 at Walmart all day long, or if I go, or if I find it, you know, at an exchange or something for cheaper. It's gonna do the same thing. Not gonna go outside of my comfort zone when it comes to my financial situation and just waste money like that. But again, that's me. Because a lot of you will say, I can't. No, you don't want. So, with that being said, I'm going to end this video. I just needed to get that out there because I'm just so sick of being people saying what they want to say just because, you know, I'm doing something you can do that you refuse to do. So don't get mad at me. Because I'm going to keep doing me. I'm going to keep doing my couponing. I'm going to keep going to the Salvation Army. I'm going to keep going to Goodwill. I'm going to keep going to the places I need to go. And getting deals, getting good quality stuff for a little or nothing. So go ahead on and spend your $500 on your purse. Because I guarantee you, I got better looking purses than a Gucci for maybe $10. It is what it is. Now I would love the higher price if I could afford it. If I could afford it right now. And even if I could afford it, that's just not my style. My style. So I'm not gonna do it. Simple as that. So the message to this is, don't be discouraged. You're gonna have people that don't like you, don't like what you're doing. Get those out of your life and keep going, because nobody else is going to do it for you. Nobody else. So until next time, I guess I will see you guys when I post another video. I'm going to be doing a lot of couponing stuff still. I'm not going to stop because, you know, people want to say what they have to say. But, yeah, I'm sorry for this video being so long. It's just, I just felt like it was something that needed to be said. And hope some of you guys probably have experienced what I'm talking about, or probably worse. Just remember, keep doing you. Keep doing what makes you, happy. That helps you. But as for a lot of this stuff, I just don't have the time for it. That's it. So, until next time, keep your head up. Do what you gotta do. Live your life. And happy savings.